Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
All right, just give me a second. I guess my earphones aren't connected. Better. All right. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, let's wait for other people to join. Guys, if you have any group or something which is being made, so can anyone text over there that the session has started? If you know the people over there. Because yesterday there were more than 60, 65 people. So a lot of people have joined us still. A few are left. Good evening, Nandini. Sure. All right. We will just wait for a minute or so more, and then we will start. Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. All right. So let's start. ठीक है. So all good, everyone? Good. First, let's start with yesterday's session. Any problems with what we talked about yesterday? Because today's session is an extension of what we learned yesterday. We will be talking about those three basic concepts itself, but today we will be taking more case studies into consideration. Hi, Itiland, long term. So you were not there yesterday? All right. No issues. You will get the video recording, which is available. Okay. So no issues on that. Now, and also we will just have a recap of what we discussed yesterday. Okay. So anyone who was present yesterday, can you just summarize for the new joinees today that what did we discuss? क्या बात करी थी? Anyone? If someone could just summarize that what did we discuss yesterday? Come on. Yes. B2B, B2C. Yes. What is B2B segment? What is B2C segment? What is on-demand platform? What is subscription-based platform? We discussed about different business models, how they work. और क्या बात करी थी? What did we talk other than this?
Advantage of business models and importance of business model.
Advantages and businesses, right? And what else?
Importance of business model.
Yes, importance. We discussed three basic questions which we have to ask every time, right? Someone can recap that for me. Three basic questions. We discussed a lot about them. On what are the key concepts for a business model? Because today's session is all about those three concepts and how a company utilizes those three concepts. So, anyone? The three concepts were value proposition,
Revenue generation.
yes, and the third one, value proposition, revenue generation, and customer segment. Yes, segmentation, Amit. The customer segmentation, basically. So these are the three aspects on which we will be discussing today again and how it impacts a business. So the three basic questions. What value do we provide to a customer? Who are our customers and how do we make money? Any business model is dependent on these three questions. We discussed it yesterday as well. आपका कोई भी business model होगा, that is based on these three business model only. Okay. So now we discussed about different examples as well. So value proposition. What is value proposition? What is value proposition? Anyone can answer. A value proposition is something what we are giving to the customer for which they should come to us, right? Yes, no, something. Yesterday I asked people to turn on their cameras ताकि मुझे शक्ल दिखे. I could understand if you are getting what I'm saying or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Second, customer segments. What is customer segment? What is customer segments?
Dividing
How you
customers.
find your customer?
How we find our customers, who are our customers,
Needs
right?
and wants of the customer.
Needs and wants of the customers. Based on that, we make our target market. Okay. And what
Dividing
is the
customers into groups based on shared characteristics like demographics or behaviors.
yes, these are our customer segments. And third, revenue stream. What is a revenue stream?
Sales. Direct sales.
How you earn profit?
How you earn profit, how you make money. Basically, how we make money is the revenue stream, right? Okay. Now, I have this table over here. If everyone can look at their mobiles or laptops or computers, however they are connected, I have divided two things. One, what a successful model have and what a failed model have. Everyone can see that properly? Okay. In this, the top 3 points are the same, the three questions. Apart from that, I have added two more points: innovation and adaptation, execution and strategy. We will be coming on the last 2 points later, but first, let's talk about these three. So, a successful model. What a successful model does is it clearly solves a real problem and creates value for customers. We have given an example that Apple's ecosystem of seamless devices. What does this mean? What does this mean?
They have all the devices that connected to their core product, just like chargers, earbuds, phones, laptops.
Okay. So what is the problem Apple is solving? What is the problem Apple is solving? Security. Okay. You know how Apple became famous?
For security reasons,
Okay, security is one thing, but how did they get famous? Uh, Aryan says iOS. Okay. Anyone else? If you see on the screen, you will get the answer.
premium segment,
What? Premium what? I couldn't hear properly. So, basic reason why Apple became famous was it
Innovative
brought
and unique products.
innovative and unique product. Yes, it was the first of a kind touchscreen mobile, right? It was first of a kind touchscreen mobile where the mobile wasn't lagging, hang नहीं होता था. Okay. Whenever you talk to a Apple user why they purchased an Apple mobile about 2 to 3 years back, they would say that it is fast. It rarely lags. Okay. Customer privacy, security were other issues. But initially, it was first of a kind touchscreen mobile, smooth functioning. Rightly, Mansi mentioned it right. Smooth functioning. Okay. Why? Just read against the failed business model, the first point. Weak or unclear value proposition that doesn't address a real need. Example, BlackBerry's failure to adapt to touchscreen demand. Uh, any one of you have watched a movie known as BlackBerry? First, I want to know who all have heard about the mobile brand BlackBerry.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Any one of you have watched the movie?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Why were BlackBerry famous? Anyone know that? BlackBerry mobile were very famous. They were the highest standard of mobiles. Majorly corporate people used them, and they had a very big market share. But they failed suddenly, and in 2 years, the company went down. Why? Does anyone know the BlackBerry story? Okay, my sessions are majorly about stories and how businesses were built and dropped. So if you don't respond now, so it won't be fun because it will be like I'm just telling you stories and you are not responding.
Sir, keyboard. The
Keyboard.
QWERTY keyboard.
Yes, the QWERTY keyboards. What it did was earlier there were smaller phones in which there was a number pad and the keypad attached in itself. छोटे phone देखे Nokia or a LG where you
Yes,
had
sir.
to
Yes,
type
sir.
4 to 5 times for one single character. BlackBerry solved that problem. That okay, if you want to text someone or mail someone, my mobile is best for that. I'm helping you reaching out to someone via text faster. Actually, Aryan, BlackBerry was the first person to be innovative in its own way. What it did was, apart from that, there was one more feature which BlackBerry had. You all use WhatsApp, right? Before
Yes,
WhatsApp,
sir.
there
Yes,
was
sir.
an application, BlackBerry Messenger, BM. What it did was, if you want to send someone a text, another BlackBerry user, it would not cost you anything, and you can send a BM to BM, another BlackBerry user to BlackBerry user. Like you have heard about AirDrop, right? How you can connect with different Apple users. Similarly, you could communicate via text with another BlackBerry user through BM, and it was an exclusive software. Another fun fact, in 2013 when the company BlackBerry was going down, during the time of WhatsApp only, they made BM available for everyone. You know, BM had a waiting period. When you wanted to download BM through your Play stores or Apple stores, it had a waiting period of about 30 to 40 days because their servers were so overloaded and WhatsApp was not a very big thing at that time. And as soon as people understood that, okay, BlackBerry has made BM open for all, people just jumped on it. At that time, WhatsApp was thinking to monetize itself. And because BM made it public, WhatsApp could never monetize itself. WhatsApp यूजर से पैसा ही नहीं ले पाया because BlackBerry said, I'm giving BM for free to everyone because I'm already dead. So whatever I have left, I'm giving to everyone. But then WhatsApp had to just stop getting, they could not get monetized. And finally, BM dropped because WhatsApp had more features, they were more innovative, they were more ready in the market, more flexible in the market. Okay. So we discussed 1 point, value proposition on a successful business model and a failed business model. Second point, customer segment. Okay. In a successful business model, a customer segment is something which is well-defined target audience with strong product market fit. क्या मतलब होता है? What does this mean? BlackBerry, Mansi asked, BlackBerry didn't face any losses due to this. So Mansi, when they made a BM for public, they were already dead. They were going into bankruptcy already. So they didn't even care. They were like, that okay, this is the last chance if we could survive. Because BM was a very big thing at that time. Your WhatsApp was not what it is today. Everyone did not had WhatsApp. Yeah, Facebook was just emerging, where people were using Facebook Messenger. So they just took a punt. But WhatsApp beat them again with innovation. In the movie BlackBerry, what it has shown is that the founders of BlackBerry were very rigid with their approach. The tech co-founder was very rigid that I want this only in my product. This cannot happen. And because of that, they failed as a company. Rigidity. Okay. So again, let's get back to successful business model. Also, if anyone has a question, what you do is you turn on your speaker, ask the question, and I will answer it. It will be more better than writing in the chat box. Okay. Now, well-defined target audience with strong market fit, a strong product market fit. What does this mean? We discussed this example yesterday as well, Netflix ka example. Yes, someone was saying something. Anyone saying something? Okay. So what Netflix does is it creates content for everyone, majorly knowing who their target audience is, but also trying to cater different people. Like for children, they have their own kids segment where parents from age 25 to 35 who are using Netflix can also use Netflix for entertainment for their children in one subscription itself. Right? Instead of a cartoon channel, their children are watching Netflix. Similarly, we talked about different movies, that what kind of movies are there for people who want to watch. Whenever you subscribe to Netflix, it asks you, give you options that what are your selective movies which you would like, what kind of movies you would like, what kind of genres you would like. And based on that, it recommends you and make you come to their platform again. Okay. Okay, failed business model. Do someone know what is Google Glass? What is Google Glass?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
सर नोट्स एंड क्विजेस वगैरह के लिए, असाइनमेंट वगैरह के लिए प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया था. मीटिंग्स ऑल्सो वी कैन शेड्यूल.
Google Glass.
गूगल क्लासरूम ना सर.
Classroom name. Glass. GLASS. Read in the failed business model.
Didn't hear, sir.
What?
I didn't know about the Google Glass. Never heard about.
Okay. So why you haven't heard about it is because this is a discontinued thing. You have heard about Lenskart? Everyone must have heard about Lenskart, right?
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
Huh?
sir.
Yes, sir.
It makes specs It also makes smart specs which you can use as your mobile phone as well for your Bluetooth speaking and everything as well, right? Google Glasses were the first person to come with that, where you can buy a sunglass with those features. But the price range was so high at a time where market wasn't ready, and that's why they failed. Okay, the prices were really high for Google. Okay, any one of you use a Google mobile phone? Any one of you, or you know someone who uses a Google mobile phone?
No, sir.
Why
No,
people
sir.
don't, why people don't use Google mobile phones? Google is a very good brand, but why don't people use Google mobile phones?
Maybe
It has a very low
expensive.
market share. Expensive, it is still reasonable than your high-end Samsung or your Apple phones. Thing is, it is giving same features as what a Samsung will get, but Google don't have a lot of service centers. If you get a problem in your Google phone, you have to ship your mobile to the Google service center, because every city do not have a service center for Google. You can purchase your mobile online and then you have to ship for servicing as well. And that's why people do not use Google phones a lot. They are very good. Google Pixel, if you have heard about it, Google Pixel is one of the very high-end mobiles at a reasonable price than what a Apple or a Samsung Fold is of, with very good cameras, with very good features, smooth functioning, good display, because Google is making it. But again, low sales. Why? Because they're not getting into the service sector, service area of it. I will give you again a very good example for this. Imagine you go to purchase a two-wheeler. What are the things you will see?
Company name and mileage.
Okay, mileage, company name, and what is you would see when you go to purchase a two-wheeler?
After sales service,
After sales service. Aryan said it. Yes. What else?
Design,
Design. Okay. Okay. And come on.
price and build quality,
Price and build quality. Okay. And okay. So basically what you will see is what company is there, what kind of design is there, what is the mileage, what is the after sales service, what is the quality of the product. For any product, these are the things you will see. This is what defines value proposition and customer segmentation combiningly. So if I say you that you can purchase a vehicle, but you cannot get services in your particular city, how likely you are that you will take that vehicle? And you have to go 200 kilometers every time to get your vehicle service done. How likely you are to purchase that vehicle? आपने गाड़ी खरीदी, बट आपकी गाड़ी का जो सेल्स है या सर्विस है वो आपकी सिटी में नहीं हो सकता. You have to travel 200 kilometers to get your vehicle serviced. Will you purchase that vehicle?
No, sir.
No, no, sir.
You are very unlikely, because if you face any problem, you don't know how to contact or whom to contact. In my own city, I can contact the dealer itself and talk to that person. Similar problem Google Glass faced. That okay, my glass is the sorry, Google Mobile faced the similar problem. That okay, my mobile is okay, but if I break my screen, I dropped my phone, I broke my screen, I have to courier my phone to someone else in a different city and wait for another 30 days to receive my mobile back. And that's why sales of Google phones is very less. Okay. Now, revenue model. What is a revenue model? How a company makes money? This is what we talked about. What is a revenue model, right? So, how a good revenue model work is, it has to be sustainable, scalable, diversified. Yesterday we took an example of Amazon in this. Remember? Anyone remember? What is sustainable? What is the meaning of sustainable?
Environment friendly.
नहीं, we are not talking about environment. भूल जाओ वो सब. Leave out environment or carbon footprint or energy. Leave that all out. We are just talking about money in revenue model. What is sustainable?
Long term.
Long term. Yes. Sustainable is something which is long term. A long term plan that I will receive revenue from this particular part. And I can bank on it for at least 5 to 10 years until I bring something new. That is called as sustainable. What is scalable? What is scalable?
Market share, bigger market share.
Okay, in other terms, but okay. Anyone else? Mansi says measurable. Measurable be okay. Scalable is something which is can be expanded. Okay, like Sumit said, that bigger market share. How it will come? When I can expand. Earlier, I'm working in one city. Can I expand it in 5? Then after 2 years, can I expand it in 10? Then can I go into 100 cities? This is what scalable is called as. Yes, expansion of the company. Then third, diversified. What is diversified? What does diversify?
Multiple ways to
Varieties.
generate
Variety,
revenue.
multiple ways, different types.
Yes, sir.
Sachi, what you said is the definition of sustainable. So diversified is that I'm not dependent only on one particular thing. For say, there is suddenly a legal issue and my project goes down. Okay, what will I do next? Do I have a backup for that? Or do I have different sources of revenue? So in this example, Amazon's mix of e-commerce, AWS and Prime subscription. Amazon is not focused only making money from your online shopping. It also has their own cloud computing network, which is AWS, Amazon Web Services. They also have Prime subscriptions, right? So different fields, diversification. Now, field. Kodak camera के बारे में किसे पता है? Kodak cameras. How many of you know what is a Kodak camera? Kodak पता है? Okay. So Kodak used to be a camera brand in which you had to change your films. There used to be negatives and films. It was a roll of 36 films, where after 36 rolls, you had to purchase a new film and you could click pictures and then take those negatives to a vendor, to a photographer, and they will print out the photos for you. This is how Kodak worked. Now, Kodak cameras were very, what do we say, rough and tough product, like what we call for Tata cars, right? That if I have taken a Tata car, it's a very rough and tough product. Maintenance is not that much, but they were very much dependent on people taking those camera rolls for them. And suddenly one day, Sony came up with digital cameras that when you click a picture, you could click unlimited picture in a digital camera. You could also see whatever you have clicked on your screen, right? And it had hard disk rather than a roll. So you could, a hard chip rather than your roll, your SSD cards, your memory cards. You could connect that memory card in your computer. You can download all the photos on your computer and you could take out the printout yourself itself. You did not had to go to a photographer. Okay. So Kodak relied solely on the film sales majorly because their product was very good. It was rough and tough. So how they were earning revenue was that people will purchase films from me, and this is how I will earn revenue. Next. Okay, we are not touching innovation and execution strategy in this session. We are going forward. Okay. Different value propositions. Whenever we talk about value proposition, these are the things which define that it is a value or not. So, like I said earlier, when we were discussing about Amazon, what value it gives, or Zomato, what value it gives. So, do you have a value of cost? कि आपका प्रोडक्ट सबसे कम है? How many of you go to a shopping at a DMart? DMart पे कौन कौन शॉप करता है? How many of you go to DMart?
Me.
Okay. Anyone else? Why do you go to DMart? Who said yeah, me? Why do you go to DMart? Please answer.
Because it give variety in product,
Variety in product. Okay. And
good services,
Cost, offers,
Sumit, what did you say again? Sorry.
sir, offers, cheap,
Offers.
less price.
Okay. Less price. Okay. Cheaper. Nishita said quality and
Variety of product.
variety of product. Now, look at the points I've written over here. Cost leadership, product differentiation, convenience, customization, network effect. Does DMart cover most of the points from this? Like you said, cheaper. So cost leadership, right? What you get from your retailer, you get that particular product at a lesser price. Right? Product differentiation, you get yes, discounts come in cost leadership itself, Mansi. Product differentiation, you get more variety of products. Convenience and accessibility. Instead of going at 5 different shops, you can go to one particular DMart and purchase whatever you need. Customization. Does it do customization or network effect? Chalo. Next example पे लेते हैं. Because it does not customize because it is a mass product. Okay, DMart is made for mass number of people. It do not customize according to your need. Network effect. But as there are many users, you get more products at a lesser rate and you get a variety of products. Okay, let's take another example.
Sir,
Yes,
Hello.
Yes, please. Yes, Aryan, please say. Hello, Aryan. Aryan, you were saying something. Okay. Whenever you are audible, please do say. Okay. Let's take another example. Amazon value proposition. What it is giving is convenience, fast delivery, production selection, okay, Prime, personalization, AI driven recommendation. You go on Prime Network or you go on Amazon now, online shopping, and you can see what you want. It is personalized as per your need. Then pricing advantage, economies of scale, more products are there, so you get products at a lesser price. Technology driven, okay. So these are the value propositions. So any doubts on value proposition?
No, sir.
Okay. Second, customer segments. Now, what are customer segments defined on? Mass market, niche market, segmented market, and multi-sided market. We discussed about DMart. I said it is a mass market product. One size fits all. Why? Because online market में आना चाहिए, like Blinkit they need. Honestly, Aryan, DMart don't need it, and they actually got into online market, but it did not work for them. DMart का सबसे बड़ा USP, the USP of DMart is that when you enter, you want to purchase a 100 rupee product, but you will come out with a 1000 rupee product. DMart architecture is built in that manner. Aryan, they tried, but they failed. In the end of the session, I will give you the reason why they failed. Okay. Okay. Customer segments. What is mass market? That I'm creating one product and that is made for everyone. Coca-Cola, majorly 2 products, 3 products, 5 products. There is a Diet Coke, there is a Coke, and there is a normal Coke. Now I can differentiate between sizes that, okay, I'm getting a Tetra bottle, I'm getting a 600 ml bottle or a 2-liter bottle, but that's it. Or a can, that's it. I have 4 or 5 variations, you choose from one. That's it. Similarly, McDonald's. I have a set menu of these 10, 15, 20 items. Select what you want to eat and go away. I'm just selling you burgers or wraps. These are the variety of burgers. These are the variety of couple of wraps I have. On the sides, I can give you some nuggets or a French fries or something. Or I have a McCafe with you. So where the variety is less and you are trying to target everyone is mass market. Any questions on what is mass market? Okay, niche market. Where I know I'm going to sell it to this particular customer only. I have created a product so premium that I don't want to sell it to everyone. How many Rolex watches are being sold every year? Or how many Ferraris are being sold every year? Or limousines? Right? That is called as niche market. That I am so specialized that I just want to create product for only my high-end users or only for some low-end users. Okay. Then segmented market. I am a company and I have built multiple products for multiple users. Apple iPhone SE and Apple iPhone Pro. My SE version is my cheaper option, while the Pro is the Pro or Pro Max is the premium option, the highest paid option. I'm giving you both the options. You choose in which category you fall, because I want to serve both the markets. Okay. When discussing customer segmentation, we said income groups as well. So segmented market is based on income groups. Last is multi-sided markets, serves multiple parties. You pick an Uber, driver has to pay a commission while the rider also has to pay a commission. Or you book from Book My Show, the theater is also giving a price to Book My Show, and you are also paying premium. Or a Make My Trip or Zomato or anyone else. Yes. So this is multi-sided model. Any doubts on customer segment? Any doubts over here? If anyone has any,
One size fits all there in mass market.
आवाज कट गई. Whoever said this?
So one size fits all in the mass market. What does it mean?
Yes. It means that I am creating only 1, 2, or 3, 4 products for customers. I'm not giving them a lot of options, but those are the four products I'm selling to everyone. There is no customization. So the example I gave over here is Coca-Cola, because you get Diet Coke, you get regular Coke, 2 options, and you get different 4 to 5 sizes. That's it for Coca-Cola, for a Coke. So what I'm trying to do is one beverage, 2 options in that particular beverage, and 4 to 5 different options. Or when I talk about McDonald's, I only serve burgers or fries or 1 or 2 more sides, and I have a cafe with that if you want to take coffee or iced tea or a shake, that's it. Whatever you want to purchase, these are the limited number of options. Geographic area, that can be provided that one particular product. Can it be a niche? Yes, outline that can also be a niche product based on the geographical areas, but based on the geographical areas, niche might not work. Why? If for example I'm making a particular product for say northeastern states, okay, I have to see that what kind of revenue I can earn from that particular product and how many users are there. That's the biggest challenge while creating a niche product. So niche products are always made for premium products rather than geographical area. Okay, niche products are basically made for people who can spend more. Okay, one case study for customer segment, mushroom cultivation. Okay, so you can take mushroom cultivation or saffron cultivation, but those product is used by everyone. It is made only in those particular areas, but those products are used by everyone. Mushroom is being eaten everywhere. Saffron is being used everywhere. जो केसर होता है, it is being used everywhere. So it is not niche. It is just the place where it can be cultivated. Rolls-Royce is a niche product. Okay, Netflix customers. Now, how Netflix has defined itself as B2C subscribers, individuals who pay for content. B2B, now Netflix are making their own personalized films. Global expansion, what they brought in was they saw that Squid Game got very famous in Korea. They dubbed it in English and put it on over Netflix. Money Heist, very famous show in Spain. Dubbed it, put it on Netflix. So what it is giving you is a multiple dimension. Okay. Any doubt on customer segmentation?
Okay.
Okay, let's move ahead. Now, revenue stream. So any company's revenue is based on 4 or 5 different models. Number one time per purchase. I go to purchase a mobile phone, I purchase it once, done. Or I go to purchase a furniture, I purchase it, done. Okay, that is called as a one-time purchase. What is subscription based? Recurring revenue. That I have to pay a fee every month, like your colleges. Is college a subscription based model or a transaction based model? Your college fee, is it a subscription based or a transaction based?
Subscription based.
Why? Because every 6 months or after every semester you have to pay a fee. It's
Yes.
not a one-time purchase. But okay, what if I tell you that okay, my college is of 3 years or 2 years, I'm paying my whole fees in advance on the first duration itself. Then
Sir, it depends on the person.
okay, so I will tell you this. Subscription based is a recurring revenue. When we talk about a recurring revenue, we assume that there will be at least 6 to 10 transactions minimum. Okay. While in the duration of your college, you pay your fees twice, thrice, or 4 times. So it cannot be a subscription based. It is a transaction based only. First, you pay your fees when you enter your college, take admission. Then after your first semester, at the end of your second semester, and at the end of your third semester. It is a transaction based. Okay. It cannot be counted as your subscription based model. Again, in subscription based, there is one more thing. The cost is limited. So people can come again and again and pay again and again. While in one-time purchases, usually the cost is the product's cost. It can be 100 rupees or 10,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Doubts in this? I guess there are doubts in this.
No, sir.
No? Okay. Freemium to premium, everyone use this. All of you, I guess all of you are using free version of Zoom, right? How many of you are paying for Zoom subscription?
No, sir.
Right? So this is freemium to premium, where you have an option that, okay, you can use the model for free, but if you want to add more features, you pay us. Okay. Advertising based, Google, Facebook, YouTube. If you want to put an ad, you pay them. Commission marketplace, Uber, Amazon, Airbnb, Zomato, all the commission platforms we discussed. Any doubts on this? I guess the examples are very simple. It is relevant. You can understand them, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Google revenue model. So how Google earns? Multiple revenue streams. YouTube is there, ads is there, Google Cloud services are there, Android ecosystem, Play Store fees, app monetization. So multiple revenue streams. This is how Google earns. Now, firstly, let's see if there are any doubts.
Sir, what is the Android ecosystem?
Android ecosystem. So it is a kind of a revenue stream which I'm talking about. This is particularly for Google only. Android ecosystem सिर्फ Google के लिए. आप Play Store use करते हो, प्ले स्टोर पे जो एप्लीकेशन डाल रहा है उससे या गूगल एक फीस चार्ज करता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एंड्रॉइड इकोसिस्टम, दैट वॉट एवर मनी इट इज अर्निंग फ्रॉम एंड्रॉइड प्लेटफॉर्म और एंड्रॉइड प्ले स्टोर, दैट इज द एंड्रॉइड इकोसिस्टम. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next, first let's discuss that we discussed about so many companies. Any doubt or any doubt on these three components? Why I'm asking this is, now the three basic components are done today. Tomorrow you will go for a quiz of 5 to 7 questions which will be circulated to you, and then we will start with other 6 components. There are total 9 components. The 3 were the most important. Then tomorrow we will talk about the rest 6 before getting into the business model canvas. Okay, so please, if you have any doubts on these 3, again, do ask right now. Anything? Okay. Yes. Aryan, please ask your question again. Because my chat is डीमार्ट का क्वेश्चन था आपका.
यस सर, डीमार्ट का. सर वो तो कैपेबल है ना सर, वो उसके पास वेयर हाउस है, नेटवर्क भी अच्छा है उनका.
Yes. So why DMart did not get into online business? Why DMart is not doing online business? This is your question.
यस
Right?
सर.
So DMart did try to get into online business, but it failed. Reason: the biggest point DMart saw for its success was, firstly, DMart moved slow. In first 10 years of DMart's operation, they created only 7 to 10 stores in India. They were like that, I want to build my model perfectly and then I will expand. So how many DMarts you see right now? You must have noticed that these have come in last 5-7 years only. Earlier there were very few DMarts around India, and those DMarts were in major cities only. Do you agree with me or not?
यस सर.
Okay, so it's about the philosophy of DMart company, that in the model I am working in, I have to perfect it first, and then I will go into another model. Online market is completely different model which they started and then they got shut because they thought we are not able to deliver in 10 minutes or 15 minutes. But they might come back soon into it as they are opening so many DMarts around the city. But again, if people will use DMart online application so much, why would people go into their stores? Simple scenario hai. Aryan, how often do you go to a DMart?
Very few sir.
Once a week? Once a month?
Maybe once a month.
Once a month. Okay. Someone says monthly, twice. Okay. So you go to purchase a packet of a biscuit to a DMart. Do you come out with a packet of biscuit only?
Yes sir.
You do? Then you are a very rare species, honestly. Because what people do is, when, yes, Nishita said it right, Ashish said it right. Piyush, if you could stop scratching on the screen, that will be great. So how DMart made its model is that when a person comes into my store and they pick the product themselves, they will buy more things rather than that particular thing. And that is how DMart model is made. That's why they have not gotten into online business completely yet. Because they know, if we get into online business, firstly, there has to be convenience fee. Secondly, DMart was profitable from day one, while all these companies aren't profitable. Zepto, your Swiggy Instamart, your Blinkits, they aren't profitable. Prachi pointed it outright that their strategy to engage customers while a customer get into a store is very good, but online they are unsure if they could repeat the same or not. Okay, I hope Aryan I could answer your question correctly. Good.
But अगर फिर वो online जाते तो maybe they can catch the more mass market. There are more customers.
Raghavendra, they can go for a bigger market. I agree with you that the reach could become more. But again, the mindset of the founder, they don't want to invest so much money without earning profits. When you see the balance sheet of Blinkit, Zapto, your Swiggy Instamarts, or any 10-minute big basket, anything, they are not profitable companies because they have to spend a lot on their marketing. They have to spend a lot on their supply chains. While DMart don't have to do that in their online stores.
Yes, sir.
Okay? DMart के लिए खर्चा बढ़ जाएगा ना? ये सोचो. They are already
Yes,
paying salaries to people working in their stores, and they will also have to pay salaries to the suppliers or the commissions to the suppliers. The cost effectiveness which DMart have will go down.
yes,
Right
sir.
now you are going to DMart because it is cheap. But if it starts online business, the product will not be cheap anymore. Okay?
Yes, sir. All right.
Okay. Last 5 minutes of your time, and then we will wrap up for the day. Apple's success story was its BlackBerry resistance story. Okay. Why one was successful and why one failed. Three major points: value proposition, customer segments, revenue model. We will just talk about the key success factors and key failure factors because we have gone through this completely up till now. Key success factors were brand loyalty, premium pricing strategy, the USPs they had, closed software ecosystem, enhanced security and user experience, USPs, continuous innovation. So majorly, their biggest success points were the USPs. The value proposition which they gave was different than what BlackBerry was giving. And that is the reason Apple got successful. While BlackBerry's failure ignored touchscreen revolution, focused too much on business users, neglecting broader consumer market, weak app ecosystem. Like I said, the application on BlackBerry could only be used by a BlackBerry user, no one else. While on Apple Store and Google Play, you could get similar applications. Key lessons: overconfidence and an outdated business model. I told you the tech co-founder, the tech founder of the company was very rigid. He was like, जो मेरा product है वही सही है बाकी सब गलत है. Right? Poor adaptability to changing consumer needs, lack of third-party developer support, leading to app ecosystem failure. They did not trust anyone outside. They were just having an inside team. They were not taking ideas from the market, bad market survey, and that's why they failed. Any doubts on this? Any doubts? Okay. If anyone can conclude the session for me in 2 lines, conclusion of the session. Anyone who could conclude the session for me. Give me a conclusion or summary of the session. We are going to have a quiz tomorrow. Before we join, you will be having a 5 to 7 questions quiz tomorrow based on these 3 points. So again, anything you would like to ask? anything. Okay. So the basic conclusion of the first two sessions is what are the different types of business models? What are the three questions a business model asks? How the concept, these kind of three concepts work, and what are the different ways a business is built on. All right, great. Any feedback from your end to me? Should I have a faster pace? Should I go slow? Any feedback?
No, sir, everything is perfect.
All right. Anyone else want to add something else? Okay, Sapna, if your microphone is not working, you could just write. All right then. Thank you for attending the session. Tomorrow, everyone, please join on time. Try to join by 6:55 so we can start the session on time. Okay. Your course will be based on the 12 sessions. Your certification program, the assessment test will be based on the 12 sessions you attend. So do attend the sessions. All right. Great. All right. Thank you, Ashish. All right. Thank you, everyone. Good night.